All right, Drew, when's the last time you hit one at the end? I mean, to end a game.
I couldn't tell you honestly. I really couldn't. Not right there at the end like that. Maybe late in the game, but not right at the end.
Did you know that was kind of going through you? Did you know that was your role to make the play there?
Yeah. I mean, that's a play that Coach drew up in the timeout. Was just kind of the rip and go, refuse that ball screen, and just see if we can make a play.
Dave Matter.
Drew, were you thinking you'd go reverse the whole time? Because it seemed like that even added a little fraction of a second to it. Was that your plan, or you just decide that on the go?
Yeah, no, I just thought if I would have went up on that first side that Castleton or Dru probably would have got it. So they were definitely coming down the lane quick, and I just kind of went up to the other side.
Colin.
Hey, Drew, Coach Martin has been pretty animated. Just what did this win mean for you guys to kind of snap out of that funk and for it to come on the road like it did?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great road win. It definitely meant a lot to us. Just to get us back on track. I think. I thought we played hard. I thought we did a good job pushing the ball in transition. Some things that were a little questionable there for a few games. So I think we were able to go out and execute and come out with the win.
Aiden.
Drew, obviously you had the big numbers on defense tonight. You had 6 steals and a block. What drives you to be such an energetic defender night in, night out? Because it seemed like you impacted possessions even beyond that.
I think just knowing that that's my role, kind of what's expected from me every night. So if I don't do that, then it'll look like I think I'm not playing hard. So I think just trying to make sure that I'm trying to lock in defensively. And don't get me wrong, I still make plenty of mistakes and can get a lot better on the defensive end. But yeah, just because that's my role, really.
Mitch.
Yeah, just sticking on the defensive end, but speaking more as a team, you all forced 15 turnovers in the first half. I guess what went into that and how important was that in kind of getting you all scoring opportunities on the other end?
Yeah, I think it helped us a lot there in the first half. It's easy to run when you get live ball turnovers, especially. So I thought we did a good job of getting those turnovers, getting those stops, and getting out in transition, especially there in the first half.
Ben Arnett.
Drew, confidence-wise, for this team going into this time of year, what does a victory like this do for you?
I mean, hopefully it does something for us. I hope it just gets our energy up, gets us ready to go. We got another big one coming up this weekend, so just making sure that we're staying locked in and we're trying to do the right things at this time of the year.
Ben Hockman.
Hey, Drew, do you follow Bracketology? And if so, can you talk about the goal, the desire to get out of that 8-9 and hopefully be on the other side of that 7-6, maybe 5-4-3-2-1?
Yeah, I mean, I've tried not to look at it. I've tried to just play basketball and hopefully, I mean, we'll see when it comes on Selection Sunday. But I mean, I think we're just trying to make sure that our team's playing good basketball down the stretch. Really, that's it.
Eric,
Thank you.
No problem.
Hey, Drew, how often does the team just practice those scenarios where it comes down to a shot at the buzzer? And, is there certain things Konzo likes to draw up in those scenarios?
Actually, these last couple of weeks in practice, not the last couple of weeks, but these last couple of days where we were kind of off, we did a lot of late game scenarios. We played a lot of 45-second games, coming like each game's its own game. So I think that kind of prepared us also, just understanding what we have to do there late down the stretch.
Kaufman.
Drew, can you take us through what the post-game locker room was like? I'd imagine, especially for you after hitting that shot, it was pretty wild.
Yeah, it was just exciting. I mean, I think like everybody has kind of said, it was a big win for us on the road, just being able to get out of here. It's a good team, projected tournament team, I think. So just to get out of here with the win, I think it was exciting. The guys were excited. I mean, you can't really explain much more than that, but yeah, it was definitely a good energy in the locker room after this.
What?
Drew, when X took the timeout, he did it on that side of the court, so you got to start the possession there. Was that by design? Is it more comfortable operating from that side, going in from the right?
I don't think that him taking the ball to that side was necessarily by design, but I mean, that's the way that the play was drawn up. So, I mean, yeah, that was by design at the end.
Harold.
Hey, Coach Martin said when it comes to the end, he trusts you specifically. What is it about him and that level of trust that you kind of back and forth, how he trusts you and then how you trust yourself to kind of make those games, those game-winning shots in those situations?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, he's gone to me at the end of games a couple of times, and I've made bad plays, honestly. So I didn't know if he was going to come back to me at the end of this game. I appreciate him trusting me to have the ball in my hands again. I've turned the ball over a couple of times late down the stretch. So I think just doing the right things every day in practice, just kind of building that relationship and building that trust is just really the reason that he kind of comes to me there at the end.
Got time for a few more, and then we'll get Mitch in here. Gabe.
Dru, those of us who have talked to you over the last couple of years understand you're a pretty even keel guy. Same usually with Coach, but he seemed a little bit more charged up after this one. Can you give us any insight? I mean, was he any different after this one than any other one?
I didn't. He was out of the locker room before I got into the locker room, so I didn't even get to see him. But I honestly, I can't tell you. You got to ask Mitch. I wasn't even in there.
He was doing that SEC Network interview. Jack.
Dru, a lot has been made about the kind of week off you got with the Texas A&M game being canceled, but you did kind of have to dwell on that Ole Miss game for a while. How big of a relief is it to not have to do that anymore with this win?
Oh yeah, I mean it's definitely a relief. But I thought it definitely motivated us during that little week off. It gave us a chance to kind of reflect, see where we've been struggling. I mean, I think it helped us honestly. I think it was big for us. It's definitely big for us to get out of here with this win and just hopefully get the momentum going the right way down the stretch.
Last question for Drew. Mason.
Hey, Dru, you and the others 2 starting guards all dropped double-digit points tonight. How much do you, Mark and X, take pride in, setting the tone for the team in the backcourt?
I mean, yeah, I think we definitely try to every game. It hasn't always worked out, but I think that we did a good job tonight I thought X did a great job of pushing the ball, kicking it ahead. There were several times where we got some easy baskets just off him throwing the ball ahead. And that's something that we talked about these last couple of days in practice was just getting back to running in transition. So I thought really that's kind of what set the tone was just getting the ball out quick into X's hands and him kind of getting the ball up the floor.
All right, thanks, Drew.
Thanks, guys.
Mitch.